In a police station in Memphis, Tennessee, a young transgender woman named Dewana Johnson has just been arrested. This officer called for her to be fingerprinted using an anti-gay slur, and Dewana refused. The officer then wrapped handcuffs over his fists and began hitting her, while another officer held her down.
I've come to understand that when a trans woman is called a man, that is an act of violence.
On June 5th, 2011, Cece and two friends were walking past a Minneapolis bar when they were reportedly accosted with homophobic, transphobic, and racist slurs. Cece was hit with a bar glass that cut open her face, requiring 11 stitches. A brawl ensued. One of the people who confronted Cece and her friends, 47-year-old Dean Schmitz, was dead from a stab wound that police say came from a pair of fabric scissors in Cece's purse. At the time, the murder rate for gay and transgender people in this country was at an all-time high. The National Coalition of Anti-Violence Programs documented 30 hate-related murders of LGBT people in 2011. 40% of the victims were transgender women of color.
My life is not typical, and I think I wouldn't have it any other way.
Trans people's lives matter. They deserve love, accepting, and belonging.
The start of ending and eradicating violence against trans women is acknowledging our womanhood.
Then we say, well, why is it that it's black trans women who are disproportionately affected by violence, right? So there's something about them being black and maybe being in certain neighborhoods, these intersections of oppression. In the interviews that she talked about witnessing all of these trans women being arrested. She was like, what is going on with all these trans women being arrested? And she thought it was some trans on trans crime thing, but what Gabrielle Sidibe was really witnessing was the epidemic of trans women of color being profiled by the police. Some days I wake up and I have heard about another one of my transgender sisters who has been assaulted, raped, murdered. And there's no justice. Amen. There will be justice.